Good morning, children, and welcome back to English class. The topic that I have chosen today for our English class is diary entry. I know you all are familiar with diary entry and how to write it. So then you can just take this video as a recapitulation of what you've already learned. Let us revise. What is a diary entry? Why do we write it? What is the format of diary? Diary entry is a personal document. It should reveal the emotions and reflections of the writer. To do this, ensure that you write about feelings and thoughts of what you feel. Use appropriate adjectives and adverbs to convey emotions. To start with, what is a diary? Let us see the definition. Diary is a personal document of an individual to store his or her emotions, thoughts, or feelings on daily basis. You can write about whatever you like, free of outside judgment or criticism. It should be an extension of your mind, safe and free. A diary can be whatever you decide and should be a place where you can be honest. Moving on to the first person narration. Since diary entry is a personal document, we use first person narration when making a diary entry because it is a document we write about events from our own point of view. We use pronouns like I or we in first person narration. Informal register. The words and sentence structure we use while writing a diary entry can be a conversational and informal manner. We can use informal language while making a diary entry. So your sentences can be short and beautiful. You can even use short forms and you can write jokes also. Day and date in a diary entry. It is important to include the day and date of the diary entry as it helps us keep a track of the entries we are making. It helps us reflect on our feelings and emotions. So children, it is important to include the day and date. So when you go back to read your diary, you actually know when you wrote it and why you wrote it. Which day was it? What time was it? Let us revise the format of diary entry. We start by writing on the left-hand side day and date. Below that, we write the time. Time is also optional. If you wish to write time, you can, and if you do not want to write, you can even skip writing it. Below we write the salutation, dear diary, dear pal, and if you have named your diary, you can even call it by name. Then comes the body of the letter, in which you pour out your feelings, thoughts, and emotions. And then comes the salutation. Now, since it is your diary, you can just write your first name. And you can even skip writing your name in it. So this is how we write a diary entry. Children, here are a few examples of how to write a diary entry. These are a few points you should keep in mind while making the entry. Read them carefully. I hope you have read it carefully and you will enjoy writing your diary entry.